So there's my companion for this next week and a half, 2-week ride. We're on Lopez Island right now. We've only gone a few miles so far. This is Bob coming up. He's a pretty strong rider. After we did our race to catch the ferry. So say hello, Bob.
Hi, everybody.
And there you go. This dude's out of Connecticut. He got to my house at 11:30 last night. He was up at 6 this morning putting his bike together so that we could catch the boat. That's doing better than I do. So here we are. First sign of water at it must be Naches Harbor. At least that's the name of the road. So we'll call that the harbor. Anyway, we got about 16 miles in, so that's roughly about halfway now for the island. A sailboat sitting out there. There's Bob back there. He was taking some pictures. Had a nice sunny day, but now the fog's kind of coming in again. It's coming and going. Winds aren't too bad. So there's our views for the Naches Harbor. Okay, here on Lopez Island, we're just outside Lopez Village. This, I believe, is Fisherman Bay. We're on Fisherman Bay Road anyway. You can see all the nice sailboats out there. I was hoping to take this before I got lower down on the hill, but there was too many cars coming. So anyway, there's a quick view of what we got now. As you can see, the fog has lifted and we got our beautiful sun coming in about 70 some odd degrees. Nice day for riding. Alright, so here we are. It's about 5:30. We both have our tent set up. You can see mine's in the foreground and you see the big mansion in the back. The bike's over here on the picnic table. We got our clothesline hung up back there in the distance. We're letting the sweat air out since we can't get to the river to rinse them out or anything. We have a 10-foot drop to the river, so it's a good thing we got fresh water in Marble Mount. We're at the campground that is called Cascade Wagon Road Campground. River Road or something. Yeah, anyway. It's on the Cascade River Road. People that know the area, they'll know what I'm talking about. It's right there at the corner of where Highway 20 makes the abrupt 90-degree turn at Marble Mount. We got lucky and stopped in Marble Mount. It's only about half a mile from the town. And we got fresh water and that, which was nice since we can't get to the river to filter water. So anyway, we've been here since about 2:30, quarter to 3. And it's now almost 5:30. It's starting to get time to lay down and relax, stretch out, let the bodies recuperate. We had a big lunch in Concrete, and then of course we only had, not even 20 miles to go to get here. We did a total day of 50 miles, and I'm still not hungry for dinner, so I'm not going to bother. I think I'm just going to throw my food in a pannier and toss it off to the side. Hopefully the little black bear that we saw on the road just a half mile down is not going to come back and help himself, but you never know. That was a surprise to see the bear running across the road in front of us. So anyway, like I said, we got 50 miles in today. We averaged out just over 12.1 miles per hour, which is like better than 2 than I expected. So we were doing pretty good considering we were doing a lot of short steep hills that didn't have to use granny gear but got down close to it. We're going to head out of here in the morning whenever we wake up and get going, probably early to try and beat the heat. It got to mid-80s today coming here, so it was really warm out on the highway. But we had a lot of shade, so it wasn't bad. Tomorrow's going to be open sun almost all day. And we are headed for the Barn Bicycle Camp. That's about 6 miles west of Mazama is our goal. That'll give us about 60, just a little over 60 miles maybe. And it's going to be uphill all the way to Washington Pass, but then we get this really fantastic downhill. So it's going to be the first half of the day is going to be tough going up. We're going to clear elevation over 5,500 feet. I'm not sure exactly what the elevation is here at Marble Mount. I don't think it's very high. But anyway, that lets you know. Now I'm going to flip the camera around here, and you're going to see my riding companion as he is videotaping the same thing, and hopefully he's lucky to pick up my voice. He's trying to record all I'm saying. I won't tell him that people don't watch me on Facebook because they think I'm boring. So anyway, that wraps things up for our camp today. So until tomorrow, that's it. Blame him. I used to do it at his age.
No fear, right, at that age.
That's pretty much. Well, I made it up to the graded bridge on Highway 20. It's about 11 o'clock. Running a little slower today, and we're taking it a little easier. We're doing a lot of uphill today. So this is our, what do they call it, Gorge Dam, Gorge Creek Dam. Beautiful day again. Had morning fog. It burned off way too early for me. I was hoping it'd last longer. It's getting hot now. Now this is a video for the wrap up of day 2. We ended up staying in a motel in Winthrop. We both burned out coming up Easy Pass. My friend, riding partner, Bob, he about 4 miles behind me when he literally just could not go any further, so we flagged down a motorist and they gave him a ride, but there wasn't enough room to pick me up, so they took my bags and went on, and I continued without my panniers, which lightened the back up. So I managed to get to Rainy Pass, but by then I was so totally blown out I couldn't even stand up. So heat exhaustion was starting to set in. Yesterday was an extremely hot day. Plus we were in going uphill pretty much the whole distance. If you know anything about the North Cascade Road, we left Marble Mount at like 8 o'clock or a little after, but morning started out good, but it soon heated up and we were extreme heat the whole distance. So anyway, it was a nice ride, but it took a lot out of us. So we ended up getting, we cheated. These people that picked us up, they were going to just take us down by Mazama, but then they said, no, there's not really anything there, so he offered to bring us to Winthrop, so here we are in Winthrop. So we cut off about 20 miles or so of riding, and then we're going to head out in the morning then. So that's pretty much what took place yesterday. Be more later. So now it's the morning of Friday the 9th, and we're getting ready to leave. We're just about packed up. You can see my bike there, and we're going to head for a town today called Pateros, I think it was. It's about 40 miles away, and we're going to see how we feel when we get there. The map shows that it's pretty much downhill, a lot of downhill today. And plus, if you see the sky, we got some overcast, and the locals are saying that it's going to be a lot cooler today. So we're hoping to get at least those 41. Neither one of us are feeling still fully recharged from yesterday, but we'll do what we can. And we get to Pateros, and looks like there's a couple places to camp there. And if we feel good, we might go a little bit further on. So with that, we will be heading out. Late start, it's almost 10 o'clock. So we'll be on the road here in another few minutes. There's my partner there coming back. He just took care of the motel room. So that's it for the morning. Well, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Definitely got a much cooler day today. As you can see, we got major overcast skies. It's actually been raining on us today. Not real bad, but enough to keep us a little damp, but not real bad. It's actually been pretty comfortable riding. We've been able to pick our speed back up. We've been cruising along at an average pace of right around 12, a little under. We've gone about 30 miles, almost 30 miles now today. And we got about another 15 before we hit Pateros, which we may or may not stay at. We were thinking we might. That's a 42-mile day, or a 45-mile day, somewhere around in there. But we'll see, since we're cruising pretty good, feeling pretty good. Recuperated from yesterday finally. That took a while. So we're going to move on. Stop for a, as you can see, the nice outhouse here. Not too many outhouses are built out of concrete, but hey. So anyway, that's where we're at for now. Later. Well, here's the camp for the night of Friday, day 3. That's my stuff scattered all over the place. And over here we got Bob's stuff all over the place. We're in the town of Pateros. Got here right now, it's about 4:45. We got here about an hour ago. Got a little rain on today. Much rather better riding. And managed to average out about 12, almost 12 and a half miles an hour today. So we're doing really good. Have a nice campsite right here along the river. This nice and quiet. Beautiful little place. Free camping in the city here, so if you ever get around to wanting to tent camp, they got some RV sites here too, you can see, but I believe you got to pay for those because they got water and electricity all set up. Even looks like a dump site. Got some railroad tracks behind us. Hopefully the trains won't be coming through, but who knows. And besides that, it's no worse than what I live at than the highway, but the highway's pretty quiet. So clouds are clearing up. We're supposed to have some cloudy day tomorrow, but not rain. So that'll be nice. We got this guy over here. He's from Japan. His name's Tai Chi. And believe it or not, that is a real name in Japan. It's used on people, not just the kickboxing stuff or whatever it refers to. And he just completed hiking the PCT from the California-Oregon border all the way to Canada. Completed it in 2 months now, so he pulled that off really good. And must have been some good weather for him to get through like that. So anyway, I'm waiting now for Bob to get his shower. They also, by the way, offer free showers here, hot showers even. You provide your own soap and towel, but that's, hey, what do you want for free? So we're going to, since it's early, we're going to walk down either to the bakery or to the bar and grill and have either pizza or hamburger. I'm not sure which yet tonight. We had pizza last night, so may go for hamburgers tonight. And we'll save our camp food for when we run in and have no choice but to cook. So far, we haven't had to cook dinner. First day we had a big lunch, and then of course it was just a hop, skip, and a jump to our camp, and so we didn't bother to eat much. And then last night we were starving and dehydrated and pretty much died from our ride. That we went ahead and went to a pizza joint and stuffed ourselves with pizza and everything else we could find. So anyway, that wraps up for our Friday ride, and we'll be back with you tomorrow morning. Well, it's Saturday, our 4th day. It's the 10th, and this is our morning. This is our morning after we had a steady downpour last night, somewhere around 5, 6 o'clock. So everything is all wet today. Isn't that a gorgeous view of the Columbia River we camped right beside? So we're not really running late. It's actually, we're running still on time, even though things are wet. We get to start out wet and a little bit damp. Not a bad place to camp, especially for free. The biggest drawback I saw was this green building behind us. Those lights above the door, they are all lit up all night long, so it doesn't get real super dark here. But not bad. Our buddy from Japan got up and left earlier this morning and caught his bus. And we'll be probably pulling out in less than half an hour, so we should be right on schedule. Plan originally was to get to Kashmir today, but I think we're going to have to cut that shorter here because I'm not finding where there's any place to camp in Kashmir. There's a couple spots in Naches, so we'll have to check those out instead, see if we can find something. I really don't want to get another hotel this early. Them buggers get expensive. But anyway, we're supposed to have some good weather. In fact, by the time we get down towards Wenatchee, it's supposed to be getting up towards 85 again. So we hit the east side of the mountains, ran into rain yesterday, ran into rain last night, and now we're getting back to our normal weather that the east side usually has. So till later on. Well, it's about 9:45. I've been riding since 8. We're off the main drag now. In fact, Highway 97 is below us, following the river. We're up on 97 alternate. I'd actually rather be down by the river because it's going downhill. But in about another 4 miles, we'll be in Chelan. I'm going to take a nice break there. Just thought this would be a really nice view. Get a quick video of.
What river is this?
That's the Columbia. You can see the road over there blended into this hillside. That's the one we just rode up from the road below. Welcome to Lake Chelan. We left the town and following the lake. Starting to get downright warm, maybe even hot. Got a long ways to go. Well, here we are at 20 after 4. Got my tent set up. Bob's got his set up. We are at the Wenatchee Confluence or Confluence, whatever, state park. Anyway, we're in Wenatchee. We got here about 3:30, and at 4 o'clock it started to rain. Don't know if you can hear the thunder picking up on the video or not, but we do have a thunderstorm coming in. The east side of the mountains is just really not being nice to us. We had warm temperatures again today, but they weren't too bad. We were able to pull off just below 11 average. Had one major hill to climb when we took off and did the 97 alternate route instead of Highway 97. But it was worth it because less traffic, and we had a really fantastic downhill. It was kind of interesting being able to follow the Columbia River pretty much the whole day. We paralleled with the Columbia. And so we had a really nice view of that, and of course the hillsides. It's really cool. We had hoped to make it to Kashmir today, but then we were noticing that Kashmir no longer has any place to camp, at least that I could find on my information. And so we decided to go ahead and hit Wenatchee, and it's a good thing. We got 57, 58 miles in anyway, and these hills are still giving Bob some trouble. He just wasn't really prepared for the amount of hills that we've been climbing. Can't really say that I was really prepared either, but I didn't do too bad today. I managed to get through them. Legs are feeling good. Butt's still giving me some trouble sitting in the saddle all day long, but it's not too bad. There's the thunder. Haven't seen any lightning. We got some blue skies off to the east, so I'm really hoping that this is going to blow over. I've got to check the reports and see what we're going to run into. It paid off having my senior citizen discount for state parks. Got the both of us in here and both our sites set up for $6. So anybody who thinks that they can't save money by hitting the state parks, pick up that senior discount. So with that, we got to go talk to a ranger. He's going to see if he can help us out getting back on our main route, because we kind of detoured to get here. And they're going to leave pretty soon, so we got to get up to them, and then we got to figure out dinner. Looks like we may end up cooking in the bathroom. So, but that's not the first time I've done that either. Maybe I should have brought my tarp. But who expected rain on the east side of the mountains when it is normally sunny and clear and warm? So anyway, enough of that. Later. Well, it's 8 o'clock on the 11th, day 5. Leaving Wenatchee, headed for Kashmir, and then up over Old Blewett Pass and down into Ellensburg. Weather reports are about 20% chance of rain throughout the day, everywhere. Don't know if we're going to get rain or not. It's possible. We did yesterday and last night. Hopefully it'll go better. It's supposed to be a lot cooler. Got some blue skies showing up over there in the semi-direction we're headed. So we'll about ready to take off now. Just getting the final things packed up. Hopefully once we leave Kashmir, we're going to have some problems because there's no more towns now until Ellensburg, so we're going to have to hope we can find water along the way. Or have to pack extra. I don't really want to pack the extra weight, but we'll see how things go. Well, here we are up here on some back road. It's almost 9:30, so we've been actually riding for about an hour now. We got a later start than 8 o'clock. We got off of Highway 2. In fact, we haven't even been on it. We take 2 back roads to bypass riding Highway 2 from Wenatchee to Ellensburg, or to Kashmir. But this is the view we get, which is really a lot nicer than looking at the concrete highway. Got some nice farmland, the hills upside. I believe, I can't say 100% sure, but I believe this is the Wenatchee River below us, but that's sure a muddy looking thing for what I've ever seen of the Wenatchee River. But who knows? You can see Highway 2 way out there in the distance and all the traffic on it, which is why I decided I didn't want to ride it. So with luck, we should be in Kashmir in just a few more miles. However, the road that we are on went from pavement to dirt. It should turn back to pavement shortly, but I can't guarantee it now because my mapping device didn't bother to tell me anything. So, till we get to Kashmir, probably not much more going on. Well, I'm on the road they call Dead Man Hill, and it's definitely going to prove to being a killer. Hopefully, what I see there, I'm hoping is the top. It doesn't look real steep with this angle from the camera, but I'm in granny gear and doing 4 miles an hour. And that's what I came up. Nice views off the highway, but the hills are really killers. I might have been better off staying with the highway. Kind of nice riding through the orchards. Bunch of pear trees growing. This is the route for that the ACA gives, though, so it's not one of mine that I picked out to do. Anyway, hopefully I'll make it to the top before much longer. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a 70-mile day, as I still got to connect back with Highway 97 and 2, and then take 97 off towards the south to get over Blewett Pass. So, long ways to Yakima yet. I'm only about 15 miles into the ride, and it's a 70-mile day, and it's 11 o'clock. There it is, official Blewett Pass, 4,100 feet at 3:45. It's been one hellacious climb. I'm a little bit ahead of Bob, but he should be coming. That's a killer of a hill. And there you can see my selfie with the sign, just to prove that I really didn't make it here. Now all I got to do is get in about another 30 miles to Ellensburg. And here he comes. He made it to the summit. Got to keep going. You're not there yet.
Oh my God, I don't think I'll make it.
Got to get you with that picture of that sign. There we go.
Close enough.
You have officially made it to the summit of Blewett Pass.
Start the date again.
Well, just summited the last hill before we dropped down into Ellensburg, 10 to 6. We got lucky coming off of Blewett. About 3/4 of the way down, we found a little store that just recently opened. We were able to get some sandwiches and stuff. That's the first decent food. Picture of our windmills. We're right up here on top of the rest of the hills with them. That valley off below, and the winds are blowing me over, so it's got to be a real pain in the butt ride going down with side winds. So it's we've been on the road for about 45 minutes now on August the 12th, Monday. This is day 6. What you see before you is the profile of what we're doing. I'm about almost 10 miles in, so I'm right about just before the 10-mile mark there. You can see what I'm headed for. Following, I believe this is the Yakima River down Canyon Road. It's actually a really nice day. Winds are calm. It's definitely already starting to get warm. Very few clouds in the sky, all light, super light clouds, so basically worthless for protection. Moving along, taking it kind of easy. Legs are tired today, so I'm slower. Bob's actually ahead of me someplace. Bumpity bump. Alright folks, we're about 15 miles down the canyon road out of Ellensburg. That should still be the Yakima River. Look at the beautiful canyon walls. Oh, it's gorgeous. Got some shade, which is nice. Almost wish I was sitting down on that river in a raft right now. Beautiful day. I just summited another one of these nice little hills that goes all the way back down into the valley. We were actually paralleling the river for a while, and Now we're way up above it. This is where I wish that the old railroad tracks were turned into a trail. Look at how nice and flat it is to go on. Not sure what dam that is. I didn't even know there was one up in this area, but that shows how much I know about Central Washington. So, 11 o'clock. We got just shy of about 24 miles. But we get to go down for a little bit again. In about another 6 miles, we'll be turning off this and heading more west. Trying to get to Naches. Well, here it is at 5:45. We're about 6 miles out of Naches. Been sitting here alongside the highway, just as Old Naches Road connects to, I believe it's 410. We both discovered that we had flat tires. As I was fixing one of my flats, I discovered my other one went flat. Come to find out, we had picked up a whole slug of those little goat heads that they call little thorns. And it just, I picked out probably 50 out of my tires. After I took the tires off, I found even more on the inside that I couldn't find on the outside. So now I've used both my spares. Bob's putting his second spare in because he had a flat the other day. And we're kind of debating now as to what the heck to do. There are no bike shops anywhere near us. So it sounds like the closest one would be back in Ellensburg, which is not a ride I really feel like doing. There's no place in Naches to spend the night. We have about 10 miles to get up to Cliffdale, to at least a campsite. Cliffdale's still another 20 miles away. So, slowly turning into a complete mess. We ended up staying at a hotel last night because we were so fried out after climbing Blewett Pass. We didn't want to try and find a place to camp. We just wanted to get to bed, get some dinner and get to bed. Now we're sitting out here. Basically, we got to go over both Chinook and Cayuse Pass tomorrow. So we're looking at a 80-mile day or so up over the two passes. And we have no spares. So that's where we are now sitting.